This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
A special thank you to local Vietnam veterans. We'll take you to the ceremony next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at SSPTV News. I'm Ken Kara and you're watching local news from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. And download the free Samsung Productions app to stream us on your TV with Google Chromecast and Apple TV. Here's your headlines. A first-of-its-kind ceremony was held this morning in Butler Township to recognize the service of Vietnam veterans from the Luzerne County area. It began with the presentation of colors led by American Legion Post 795 in drums. A huge crowd turned out for this special ceremony organized by United States Senator Pat Toomey and State Representative Tara Toohill. The special pinning ceremony and welcome home was held at the Butler Township Community Center in Drums to coincide with the observance of National Vietnam Veterans Day, which is tomorrow. Retired Major General James Joseph, former Adjutant General of the Pennsylvania National Guard, assisted with the event.
Well, Senator Toomey grew up in the Vietnam era. He's the son of a Korean War veteran, and he's always felt that we did not thank our Vietnam veterans properly when they came home. And this is an important, if a little bit late, way of saying thank you to our Vietnam veterans. That's very important to Senator Toomey, that our Vietnam veterans are not forgotten.
People know that the Vietnam veterans in particular, that was an extraordinary type of war and circumstances socially surrounding that war, and they were not thanked when they came home from war, and many times it was the opposite. So now today we have people here that, I wasn't even alive when these men were fighting, and we wanted to let them know that these future generations and people that they've never even met, that we want to thank them for the freedoms that they've preserved and for the fight that they did against communism. And many of them were drafted, and they didn't have a choice. Like today, so many people have a choice whether they want to serve the country, and so few people choose to serve our country. And these men did it, men and women, and we want to thank them. And so today's a very special day.
As General Martin Dempsey stated, let us resolve today that there will be one essential difference, that we will never allow our veterans and their families to be left alone, left to feel somehow outside, or left to fend for themselves. And let us resolve today to not just say welcome home, but to truly welcome home our troops with the respect and care that they and their families have earned.
Oh, it means a lot for us, because when these Vietnam veterans came back, they weren't treated too well. And 50 years later, they're finally getting some recognition. A lot of these guys are sick, a lot of them are gone. It means a lot to them.
Thus far, 4,000 veterans have received these commemorative pins. Special thanks to these and all veterans who have served and continue to serve for our freedom. 6 people were forced from their home last night by fire. Hazleton firefighters responded to the kitchen fire, which broke out in one side of a double home on West Diamond Avenue. Fire Chief Donald Leschko told our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that a cooking incident on a stove sparked a fire that spread to the kitchen wall and cabinet. He says that there were no injuries reported. The property owner was on scene and found a place for the occupants to stay until their home can be repaired. Residents of the unaffected side were allowed to return to their home last night. An area native has been nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award. 32-year-old Matthew Falabelle has been nominated for a commercial he edited and produced for the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Falabelle is the son of Jerry and Georgette Falabelle of Sugarloaf Township. This is Falabelle's second nomination in the Outstanding Promotional Announcement category. He works for an advertising agency that specializes in daytime talk show commercials and more. You can read more about the local man's success in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. The Easter season is a time of many family traditions. One such tradition is the beautiful and intricate hand-decorated eggs known as Pysanky eggs. The word Pysanky is derived from the verb to write. The art of Pysanky egg decorating is the subject of a special Easter episode of The Girls featuring Margie and Kristen Bogash.
Alrighty, well, we're mentioning this Pasanke egg, Pasanke egg, Pasanke egg. So what is a Pasanke egg?
So a Pasanke egg is something that is from Eastern Europe. This is something that is a tradition over 2,000 years old. And what it entails is something called the wax resist method, which means that we're dyeing the egg a color, and wherever we're putting wax on the egg, the color underneath is adhering to it.
And you can learn more about the art of Pasanke egg decorating on this special holiday episode of The Girls, now airing on SSPTV. You can watch tonight at 6 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513 and tomorrow at 9 a.m., 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. on both channel 13 and 513, or watch anytime with our SSPTV app or at ssptv.com. Vendors are needed for an upcoming craft fair at the Hazleton YWCA. The craft fair will take place on April 14th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Vendors must submit a $15 fee and a $25 gift basket donation. Vendors are accepted on a first-come, first-served basis, and due to space availability, only one vendor of each type of product sold will be selected. For more information, call the Y at 570-455-2046. And a reminder that our SSPTV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. You can also catch a rebroadcast of SSPTV News tonight at 8 p.m. on both channels, Channel 13 and HD 513. Coming up, Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman will weigh in on the Final Four and Major League Baseball's opening day. And it's a popular Easter tradition, Mass at the historic Brainerd Church. We'll tell you how to be a part of history next. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
This Easter Sunday, you are invited to the Easter Dawn service at the historic Brainerd Church in Sybertsville. Here to tell us about this wonderful annual event is Carolyn Tobias, who is the treasurer of the organization, and also with us is Dr. Sarah Rohrbach, who is the director for the historic Brainerd Church. Dr. Rohrbach, I guess let's start with you. This is one of three major events that happen at the historic church each and every year.
Yes, we have two services, one Thanksgiving Eve and then the service that we're having on Sunday, which is at 7. We also have a festival in the fall each year.
And these are important because you're trying to preserve the history of the church for the community. So it's important that people come out and support them.
It is, definitely. This is a way for us to raise money so that we can continue to keep the church and the schoolhouse in working condition.
Now, when people, if they would decide to come at 7 a.m. for the Easter Dawn service, they're not going to see the normal conditions that they would see in a church. So tell us how it's a little different.
Well, our church was built in 1853, and it was kept original, so we don't have any electricity. Our service is candlelit, so they will come and see a candlelit service, just like it was many, many years ago.
Absolutely. If you've never been to that church, it is gorgeous. Carolyn, this is a place that is very dear to your heart. You want to make sure that this is around for many years to come for the community. Why is this so important to you?
Well, there are not any churches in this area that are the age of this church. As Sarah said, it was built in 1853. We have an old pump organ that Mr. Brubaker plays for us every service, and I'm sure it's very difficult for him. What I would like to stress right now is the historic Brainerd Church belongs to the community. It is your church. We're working very diligently and very hard to keep the doors of the church open. I'm here to make a plea today to all of you to become members, and not just giving the $5 to become a member of the church, but to come to our meetings and give us new ideas. Please, we are in desperate need, as is everybody else in this area. But we do need to have new faces that come to us so these doors stay open for you, basically.
And they can come to a meeting. You do meet monthly.
Absolutely. We have a 1-hour meeting. Our president, Mr. Dwayne Hildebrand, is very adamant about 1 hour. He starts at 7. We are at the Cunningham Borough Building, which is where Valley Day is, and it is the first Thursday of every month other than January. But we'd love to have you. Please, please, please consider. We don't ask very much of you. The services are taken care of. We do need help with the festival, and I'm sure you would love to come and help us with some new ideas for the festival. And I'm going to say, first off, thank you if you do come to us.
Well, I hope that people will come out and support this wonderful organization, the beautiful church. If you've never been there, you have to be. The festival, usually in October, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
The first Sunday in October.
So you need volunteers for that, so maybe people who are interested in participating in that could start coming to the meetings every month.
That would be wonderful. Yeah, we never turn away any volunteers.
And we forgot to mention as well, there is a one-room schoolhouse adjacent to the church.
There is. That was also kept original. It's a really neat schoolhouse.
Well, this organization provides great services to the community, but they can't do it without you. These two ladies, very dedicated. They hope that you'll come out and join them. Come to the Easter Dawn service this Sunday at the historic Brainerd Church. It is right in Seibertsville, right near the Sugarloaf Township Municipal Building. And also, if you can make it, the first Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. at the Cunningham Borough Building, they would certainly be glad to see you there.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Let's check out our forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight we do have a 40% chance of rain after midnight. It will be cloudy with a low of 42 degrees. On Thursday we're up to a 50% chance of rain. We'll see some patchy fog before 8 a.m. Cloudy day, high of 54. Thursday night showers are likely, 70% chance with a low of 44 degrees. Friday 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high of 54. Friday night partly cloudy, low of 30 degrees. Saturday is mostly sunny with a high of 50. Saturday night mostly cloudy, low in the mid-30s. Sunday looks partly sunny on Easter Sunday with a high near 45, and then Sunday night mostly cloudy, low of 28 degrees.
They're back. The team from Wild Bout Huntin' returns to SSPTV on April 2nd. And here to tell us about the new season and the new exciting premiere is Dennis Gantz. He's the producer and host of the show. I can't believe another year already coming up. This has really gone by fast, and the success of the show is tremendous.
Well, we're excited about it. I mean, it's hard to believe season 3 is here and getting ready to hit the airways here at SSPTV to start it off, and it has gone by really quick. You know, just a few years ago when we started doing it, it's really grown, and we're really thankful and you know, pretty humbled to be where we're at today, because the entire show and the brand itself has really grown in popularity, not only locally here but across the country, and we're really starting to see some good things coming our way. So we're thankful, and we appreciate everybody here at SSPTV.
Well, we're grateful it's here, but it's airing on other stations as well, not just here.
Yeah, we are going to be airing, we're starting the year off here at SSPTV for the second quarter, and you'll be able to catch it on I think almost every day of the week here during the second quarter. But then starting third quarter, we'll air on demand on Gen 7 Outdoors TV. That'll be 3 days a week, Sundays at 8, Wednesdays at 3, and Saturday mornings at 10, and that'll be third and fourth quarter Gen 7. And then we close the year out on Pursuit Channel Thursday mornings at 5 o'clock, I believe, if I remember correctly. But that'll be fourth quarter on Pursuit Channel, so this will be our second year on the Pursuit Channel.
So you've become experts in television and experts in heading out into the woods. Well, you've always been an expert on that. Tell us what's in store for us this season.
Okay, well, you're going to get a lot of the same ups and downs that we experience. This season's theme is called The Challenge, and you're going to really see why we chose the title The Challenge this year. We just had a lot of tough goes at it when it came to the hunting woods, as well as guys, you know, and getting out into the hunting woods. One of the things this season that we found was family time took a lot of precedence over the hunting, and so we had to figure out how to balance all of that. You know, the format of the shows this year is a little bit different. We've gone more to a more natural look to the show, as opposed to getting too crazy with different kind of musics and effects and things like that. We want to bring the viewer right into the hunt with us a little bit more than what we've done in the past, and let you experience what we do.
So how do you feel about it? You've learned a lot in this process.
Yeah.
So how excited are you now for the changes and for the new season?
I'm really excited for this season because I really like the format. I really like what we've come up with and how we're presenting each show, each story to the viewer. I think they're really going to enjoy it, especially if they're a hunter and they experience exactly what we do. So I think you're going to be able to relate to it a lot more. You know, it's real. There's nothing staged here. It is definitely real, and it doesn't always work out the way you want it to.
Our reality TV right here with the guys from Wild Bout Huntin'. Again, it premieres on April 2nd, the day after Easter, right here on SSPTV. We hope you all will be tuned in.
Thank you, Lisa. And that's the best hour of television on Monday. It's Wild Bout Huntin', followed by Out of Left Field. So check it out. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers now on SSP TV. Pick 2, 9-8. Pick 3, 337. Pick 4, 7835. Pick 5, 38417. The wild number is 7. Dave Seaman, Standard Speaker Sports Editor, is back to talk some national sports today when we come back.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Dave, I'm still busy at the Standard Speaker. You don't get any you get time to take your breath. Your all-area basketball team will be out this week, and you're starting spring sports previews.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. You know, you think you get a little bit of a break, and you know, well, the snowstorm last week it just delayed some of the things that, you know, we had to keep going with the basketball previews, but now we're going to switch gears a little reluctantly, but we'll be doing it. A lot of spring sports, a lot of excitement in the air. You know, a girls softball team, you know, at Hazleton area last year got to the state final. Yeah, another disappointing loss, but they're going to be motivated, just like the boys basketball team was, to go one step further next year, this year I should say. Baseball team looking to bounce back. Hazleton, a lot of outstanding baseball talent, a lot of outstanding track and field talent. You know, tennis, volleyball. We're going to be having previews for the next week or so. You know, going into April, leagues will be starting. So hopefully the fields dry out, the weather cooperates, and that'll be exciting. And as for the all-area team, there'll be some surprises on that. Let me just say that.
All right, we'll check that out. That'll be in this Sunday all-area team.
Yes.
All right, check that out in the Standard Speaker. Let's get the 2 more topics, and then we'll get out of here, get Dave out of here because he's got a lot to do. Final four, Dave. It's Sister Jean versus Mary Bell Hicks. Of course, Sister Jean representing Loyola Chicago, and then Michigan, Mary Bell Hicks. 2 fans over 95 years old, Dave. Those 2 teams will meet in the Final Four. So will Villanova and Kansas. Who do you think is going to get to the title game?
I think Michigan. I think Michigan's been on a mission since they won the Big Ten tournament. The latter part of the year, they've really stepped up their defensive game. They can shoot. I think John Beilein's one of the top coaches in the country, and I don't know if he gets as much credit as he should for being that. But his team's always well prepared. They're a big time opponent for Loyola, but Loyola's answered every call so far. And don't sleep on Loyola. They're very good. The other game, you have Villanova against Kansas in a rematch of the game from 2 years ago. Villanova was able to get by the Jayhawks on their way to the title. I think Villanova might have the most talent in the Final Four, but I think Kansas, we say it all the time. Again, cliche, chip on the shoulder, but Kansas remembers that loss 2 years ago. Villanova had some lulls with their shooting against Texas Tech, so Villanova's got to be careful. I still like Villanova to be playing against Michigan for the title, and then I think Michigan's going to win the title this year.
And Dave, let's close up. Opening day baseball coming up. Spring really is here, and there's some local angles. There's a great article in the Standard Speaker recently on Hazleton Area High School grad Tony Hernandez with the Yankees organization, working his way up there. New dad as well. Phillies made some moves in the offseason, Dave. They have Carlos Santana and Jake Arrieta on the team. Sal Biazzi, of course, playing with the Kansas City Royals. And Joe Madden has to be happy because he'll open the season down south in warm Miami. What are you looking forward to this year?
There's going to be a lot of story angles definitely in baseball this year. I think Phillies fans are going to be excited. Yankees Yankees fans obviously are going to be very excited with the firepower that they, acquiring Giancarlo Stanton and, matching him up now with Aaron Judge. And, Yankee fans are already buying World Series tickets from what I understand. But they're going to be special. Dodgers are going to be tough again out west. But nobody talks about the Astros. Astros, I still think they're the best team in baseball until somebody proves me otherwise.
And Dave, you get to open up as a Dodgers fan, Dodgers-Giants series right off of the bat, so it's some excitement.
Yeah, when you have Dodgers-Giants, nothing gets better than that. I'm looking forward to that. Anytime Clayton Kershaw takes the mound on opening day, it's special. But long season, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Dave, thank you for your time here. Make sure you check his article, column that was out on Monday titled Brothers Forever about the Hazleton area basketball team. Steve Stallone also had an excellent piece in Sunday's paper along with your game story. So check all of that out, standardspeaker.com. We'll bring Dave back again. Dave and I chilling at the breakfast nook. Well, how about some high school opening day scores on the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard? The Tamaqua softball team is off and running. A few stolen bases and a lot of runs scored in this one. Miranda Chinchar was 3 for 5. The Marion Phillies, they also picked up a victory. Monowi area lost to Schuylkill Haven in a non-league game, and Holy Redeemer swept by Hazleton area in boys volleyball. Well, there's an all-new out of left field floating around the SSPTV universe. I talk balancing family, friends, and sport with Paralympic athlete Stephanie Jallin. Plus, we'll talk about the McDonald's in the Athletes Village. Joe Farley discusses his book, Trumpet Call to Victory, the final years of St. Gabriel's basketball. Farley was also on the 1970 St. Gabriel's team that won a state championship, so he had a ton of great stories to share. And finally, we check out the annual Community Services for Sight No Tap Bowling Tournament, where we talk with the one and only Joe Boglist about how being blind never stopped him from playing music or becoming a good bowler. Check the show out on TV Thursday at 8 p.m. and Friday at 11 p.m. or watch online at ssptv.com or download the free Samsung Productions app. It's social news time on SSPTV News.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. The United Way will be having a community Easter dinner on Sunday, April 1st at Holy Rosary Church in Hazleton. This event is from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. For more information or if you would like to volunteer, please call the United Way at 570-455-9515 extension 2. The Great PA Cleanup will be held on Saturday, April 21st, but if you would like to volunteer, you must RSVP by Monday, April 9th. To RSVP or for more information, you can get in touch with the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce at the number or website on your screen. And one today's social report with the Marian Catholic Easter egg hunt, which will be held on Saturday, March 31st at 10 a.m. Registration will begin at 9:30 a.m. For more information, you can call 570-467-0641. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Rose Mary Berger of Sugarloaf Township. The Harmon Funeral Home and Drums will announce their arrangements. And Patricia A. Stola of West Hazleton. Mass is April 7th at 9 a.m. at Transfiguration Church in West Hazleton. Friends may call on April 7th from 8 to 9 a.m. at the church. The Hillary J. Bonham Funeral Home in West Hazleton is in charge of the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers! If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Betty Federoff of Ashland. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Pazonki eggs. I think I'm saying it right now. I'll have to watch the girls episode on that Easter tradition, and we'll have more segments on the Easter holiday coming up on Thursday and Friday. Until then, I hope you have a good night. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.